Alright, and we are live. Alright, so let me see what SPY is on. Oh, SPY got a little gap up to the upside. We gapped up from the previous day. I need some more screens. I have my phone on right here. So okay, so SPY had a gap fill. Let's see how SPY's looking. Alright, so SPY had a little gap fill. I mean, not gap fill, had a gap. Put my phone right here so I can watch the SPY. Plug up my phone. I mean, all right. So there's a few setups I'm looking like. There's like two setups I'm looking for today. So we could either, as you can see in the pre-market high, we've been rejecting. We rejected the pre-market high like about 3 times, and even on the 2-minute chart, we haven't been able to hold this pre-market high level. So if we can break this pre-market high level on the 2-minute chart and then proceed to hold it, that's good potential longs right there. Or since we have a gap day today, we gapped up huge. Let me see this real quick. Yeah, we gapped up huge. But because we gapped up, we could potentially, let me see. Dang, did it? Well, since we gapped up, and what is it? I'm trying to think. Since we gapped up, we could potentially look for a gap fill. If SPY could break, because you see the pre-market low and the 200 EMA line up together. So if we could break and then hold pre-market low, and like this pre-market low becomes resistance, then we could look for a potential play to the downside. And maybe target right here, like right here somewhere, like. So there's two potential trades. Let me fire up Bookmap. Now, what are the value area highs from this day right here? Okay, so this is. Oh wow, look at this. So previous day's point of control and pre-market low are lined up with each other. Alright, these levels are stacked up on top of each other perfectly. So yeah, today, I mean, not today because we gapped up today, we could potentially look for a pretty decent move. I was only looking for 5 to 10 points today because we had no news today. But I might target a little bit more than that. Let me see how high is from here all the way up here. Oh nah, that's a lot of freaking points. market not even open yet. Dang, look at the 5 minute chart on this level, bro. That's crazy. Nah, that's crazy. Look at the 3 minute chart. Bang, 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 bang. Oh nah, market just open. Beginning some volatility, stepping in. Let's see, XLF is going down. This right here, this little level right here, is the pre-market low on the SPY. This little level right here, the pre-market low on this little pivot is the pre-market low SPY. And then this is after this pre-market low on the SPY, everything else is just a gap. It's just, yeah, everything else is just. XLK is rejecting yesterday's high. Dang, XLF had a big red candle. This is garbage price action. Bruh. What kind of price action is this, bro? Mm-hmm. Man, there's clear divergence between XLK and XLF. Like, look at XLK right now. Look at XLF. Like, I mean, I don't even got it pulled up here, but I have to show it to you guys. Yeah, look at XLK, XLF. This is XLF right now. XLK, we're just starting to break above yesterday's high on XLK. But I don't know if XLK would have to turn around. But if XLK can't hold this support right here, then this is looking slow. But now, this is like some terrible price action, yo. This is just straight chop. You don't want to get involved in this right here. This is garbage. You do not want to get involved in this. Okay, XLK is starting to get, XLF starting to get a nice little green candle now. Let's see what this is about. XLF starting to get a nice little green candle. Let me show y'all right here. Right here, look at that. Hopefully we could turn around. Like I said, I want to break and retest of these pre-market highs on the top of this opening range. But we're going to get that? I'm not sure. Like I said, I want to see us hold this on like maybe the 3-minute chart, man. Because that 1-minute chart can kind of fake you out a little bit. So let me see if we get a hold on the 3-minute. See how that look. Let me see what time is this. 9:55. Okay, I'm trying to break out. Is this a breakout or a fake out? Let's see. Top wicking again. Oh my gosh. Why is it? Oh wow, look at these passive sellers up here. We haven't even touched it. Let's see what happens up there. We haven't even touched those passive sellers. Let me see. We have some more. XLK still going strong. Then let me see. What is this? So we got 700. Oh wow! Look, they took their order off the up there. Look at that. Let's see if we could come up here, cause there was a look immediately, right when we there was a huge buyer over here for 626, and then right when this limit order got taken away, it got placed right here. So let's see if they'll get filled, cause I'm not taking no position if that order does not get filled. could be market manipulation, but I want to follow in with the people who are putting on big size. I want to follow their positions. So let's see if this order gets filled. If this order gets filled right here, I wouldn't mind taking it short with a very small stop loss, targeting the lower day. I would not mind that at all. Yeah, I would not mind that at all. Yeah, I wouldn't mind that at all. Wow, look at this. Alright, I just got my iPad right here, moving it just so I get comfortable. Yeah, whoever this is with this order right here, they playing games, yo. They just, I gotta see them get filled before I even take a position. Cause right now, look at this, look at this. This is just a choppy range. Even if we look at it on like the high, like let's look on the hour. Look at the hour candle, top, bottom. Even if you look at it, let's look at the 5 minute candle. Like, look at this. Let's do 15 minute. Like, we're just ranging right now. But I wouldn't mind taking a short up here, but I don't want to see these guys get filled, but they're not getting filled. Look at this chop. It's like 10 points away. Oh my gosh. We just cleared the lower day. Touching spies, pre-market low. Man, I wouldn't want to take a trade yet because Bookmap hasn't given me a significant reason to even take a trade. Bookmap needs to give me a significant reason to take a trade. I'm not gonna lie to you. This is terrible price action. This is terrible, bro. Oh my goodness. This is trash price action. We've been ranging all for the first 30 minutes a day. Oh yeah, now it's up here, right? You see that? That same large seller just bought his position down right here. But I want to see this get filled though. I'm not into the whole, you know what I'm saying? This needs to get filled. Like what the heck?
Order filled.
Taking a short. Bruh, I'm cooked. Another big seller stepping in right there, bro. What the heck? This is mad tricky. But right when I get in, I don't like how we have a huge passive seller up there. I don't like that. Let me see what the sector's do. XLK. Let me see what XLK does. Let's see what XLK does. I understand this thing's falling down, but still, this is a little tricky. But I did say I just want to target 5 to 10 points today, so I'm okay with how everything could play out. Bruh, this is annoying.
Order filled.
I'm just gonna take that little base hit because this was. I just took that off right here because this was a little this was a little tricky, bro. Today was like a little tricky day, bro. We could have I could have captured the full thing, but it's whatever, bro. Because this day was a little tricky. Yeah, yeah this was a little. I took that right there. Whatever though. This trade, I'm still up. I'm still up. It helped me make back some of the losses I lost from this day right here. So not even that bad for real. I'm still up for the month now too. Yeah, let me see how much I'm up for the month. This is like a $500 trade because this is across all the accounts. Yeah, so we could have kept selling off, but I took my profit and left because yeah, that was a low. Because this is a little rangy session, and then I don't know. XLK kept holding yesterday's high, so I don't know how everything's playing out right now. But yeah, I got in exact. I know exactly where I got in. Let me put this right here. This was the exact trade. I did say I wanted to target 4 to 5 points today. No, 5 to 10 points today. Ended up catching 4.75 points, so that's not bad. Um, Another reason why, because I thought we was gonna pull back to this area of large sellers and fill this. So yeah, but it's whatever. This wasn't my best trade, but something. So I'm gonna, you know what? Hold on. Let me just break this trade down. I want to record this because I'm gonna put this up. I'm gonna put this up on the channel. Wow, look at that, and we hit my take profit. Well, yeah, we came super close to it though. Did we hit it exactly? We didn't hit it. Actually, no, we did hit it exactly. The lower day. It's whatever though. Mm. I mean, even if I do take a loss tomorrow, it shouldn't be that bad because my average loss is like $84. So I still have a little bit of green. I lucky did want to clear up this whole loss, but even if I did catch, well, let me see, what's 7 points? Let me see, that would have been 175. Dang, well, yeah, I probably would have made back a good amount of this, but whatever. Oh, now we're starting to sell off like crazy. Wow. Now his SPY's pre-market low. I wonder if we're gonna fill that gap now. Let me see. Because SPY had a gap. I mean, we possibly could fill this gap now. We just came to the pre-market low. We break and retest. We could possibly fill this gap. Yeah. All right, let me just explain this trade now. I'm gonna record this. Oh, look, I just pulled up all my stuff. Screen recording. It just took that away. Okay, I'm gonna start recording this right now. All right, get back to here. All right, so today's trade. This was an $102 trade, which is across all the 5 accounts. It's $500. So on the thumbnail, I'm gonna put a $500 trade because I'm copy trading across all 5 accounts. So technically it's $500, but 100 each, 100 per account. So I'm just gonna break it down to you right now. So what I saw was, obviously I am looking at the Excel sectors while I'm in my trade. So I have XLF, XLK, XLY supposed to be right here. So these are all the sectors of the S&P 500, right? So let's start from what I saw this morning. So this morning, I was looking to take a break and retest of pre-market high, targeting targeting maybe like a 2 to 1 or something like that, 5 to 10 points. As you can see in the beginning of the day, for a while we had a huge amount of let me see if I can put it. We had a huge amount of passive passive sellers up here for like from like 919 to like 950, right? And then we were just ranging. We were ranging pretty much the whole morning. But then this is when, and I wasn't gonna take a trade, but then this is when I was inclined to take a trade. I'm gonna show you right here. So as you can see, this large amount of passive, sellers were up here, and then they moved their position, like right when this position went away. Boom, it got moved down here to the 6-5-10s, right? So I'm like, okay, I'm watching the 6-5-10s, and we come close, but we didn't fill it. So we come close to the 6-5-10s, but we didn't fill this large passive seller. So in my opinion, I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, yo, I am not going to hop into a position unless these orders get filled right here. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know if it's a fake out. I don't know if it's market manipulation. I want to see the orders actually get filled on the order book before I could confidently take a position, right? So right here, you see 6-5-10s is still there, and then boom, they moved from the 6-5-10s to the 6-5-05s right here. So I'm like, all right. So I'm watching it. Boom, we fill it right here. So, and we're stalling out. See, all these aggressive buyers aren't able to outweigh the passive sellers. So I'm like, you know what? I take it short. So I take it short right here. As you can see in the chart, I take it short right here because it's stalling out. There's no continuation. And then we begin to sell off, right? Now, my original target was the lower day, 7 points, right? That was my original target. And this could have been a $160 trade if I would have just took it. But I'm going to tell you why I didn't take my original target. So the reason I did not take my original target was, as you can see, right when I entered in here, boom, another lot of at the 6-5-07 stepped in. So in my head, I'm like, bro, this is market manipulation. I'm about to get stopped out because they're about to move the market up to fill these orders, and my stop loss was around this area. So at this point, I don't know what to do. I don't like, should I step my stop loss above that order? So I had at 6-5-07-75. So I'm thinking like, should I put my stop loss above that? But I'm like, dang, that's the top of the range, and we're ranging today, so we could definitely revisit there. So I'm like, should I put my stop loss out of the range? But I'm like, bro, I'm not trying to leave that much money on the table, especially on a day like this where it's ranging. If it's a trending day, then I'm like, all right, I'm more inclined to have a bigger stop loss because I don't like having a stop loss that's greater than 5 points. My ideal stop loss is 3.75 points to 5 points. You know what I'm saying? So this was like a very low probability day. This was like a C plus trade. You know what I'm saying? So and I knew that. But I was like, if I no honestly, if they didn't add orders back up here, I would have held to my full take profit. So I was like, all right, what do I do now? So I'm thinking, should I exit early for a small profit? Then once we come down here to $100, to 4.75 points to the bottom of the opening range, you know what? I just take it, which ended up to $100, which isn't that bad. Which I ended up catching 4.75 points today, and because today wasn't really a day with crazy news, like CPI, because like technically like we tend to have bigger ranging moves on days like CPI, PPI, and stuff like that. So because it was a day like this, what I proceeded to do was all I did was I just took my I took 4.75 points. So my goal today was to capture 5 to 10 points, but I ended up capturing 4.75 points, which is like a little scalp, which isn't bad, which I'm okay with. And yeah, this is bigger than my average loser, because my average loser is like uh but that don't really count, because I was that's counting like another day where I was like taking some very small losses. Like this day I was taking some very small losses that day, but my average loser is like is below 100. My average loser is below $100, right? So since my average loser is below $100, um like as you can see, either it's 100 or below 100. Even if I do take a loss tomorrow, I'm probably just gonna be back to break even. I might just get back these profits. Ideally, the goal is not to take a loss, but you know what I mean. If the worst case scenario happens, then yeah. So that's it for today. Um, Also, another reason why, like we kept, while I was in my trade, we kept holding we kept holding yesterday's high on XLK. So I was like, dang. So that's why these were all my reasons for getting out early. Should I have held to my full take profit? Yes, I should have held, but whatever. This is actually setting up for a good trade. Taking it long right here at this pre-market low, because this pre-market low on the SPY right here, I'm gonna show you, is the is the gap right here. And you know, sometimes we'll come down to a gap area, and either we're gonna fill it or reject it. You know, we've rejected it, so now we're so that this is probably a good trade right here if someone got in on this. But yeah. But I like that Bookmap gave me good order flow confirmation to take this trade today. So it's like a C plus B trade, because Bookmap did give me order flow confirmation to get into my position today. You know, so um yeah, that's one thing I learned. Like, you know, following the big passive participants and stuff like that. That today was a good trading day. So this was my trade for the day, and yeah. So I'll see y'all tomorrow. Hope y'all have a good one.
Hello?
What's going on, Dan?
How you calling me and you live?
I just ended the live.
So how delay is the live?
Wait, cause I just pressed stop streaming. So let me see if it's still. Let me see. It shouldn't still be streaming.